Welcome everyone to the Loving Awareness, Cultivating Loving Awareness live video chat with Ram Das and Krishna Das. Welcome to both of you. And just before we get started, I want to thank everyone again who supported the foundation and continues to support the foundation. It's through your support that we get to continue to bring you awesome events like this, and we hope to bring you many more. So if you haven't donated yet or you haven't considered it, now is your opportunity. We apologize for the link being incorrect in the emails. It is now correct, so feel free to give. And with that, I'd like to get started. I'm going to step aside. My name is Noah, and this will probably be one of the last times you see me. I'm going to put up a little slide for you, everyone else. So give me a second to do that, and we're going to get started with the first question. Okay, and I'm out of the way. All right, so the first question is from, let me see, is via email, and it's for Ram Das and Krishna Das. It's from Susan Burge. She says, you speak of the overwhelming love you felt in the presence of Neem Karoli Baba. Do you continue to feel that? Does it come and go? Do you reconnect to it in meditation and chanting? Are there others out there who affect the same feeling in
you? Love is not a love that comes and goes. It's the presence, it's the space that everything is within. And all one has to do is turn towards that place, and it's always there.
Okay, so we're moving on to the second question. We're going to work through this. This is for Krishna Das. You have said on a couple of occasions that in order to surrender or let go, we must first find out our seat. Can you talk about what that means?
What?
Our seat. Seat.
Seat?
Yes.
You're saying what the hell?
Someone thinks you said it.
Somebody said I said that.
Yeah, so if you were to imagine what they were thinking when you said that, if you could elaborate on that.
Surrender, you don't really surrender. It's not an act of personal will. When surrender happens, it's usually experienced as being grace. It means it's not something you earn or do yourself. It's something that manifests out of love. And I think I was probably talking about trying to clean up your own room, and make a space for love to enter and sit down, which is all we can do. But because you can't buy love, you can't manipulate love, you can't force love to come. But you can clean your heart and open your heart and invite love to come.
That makes sense. All right, the next question is from Twitter, and it's from...
Wait, Ram Das, what do you think about it?
Yes.
That was a question directed towards you.
Thank you for pointing that out. I felt like a bad moderator, but I think we would like to hear your thoughts too.
I'm directing the question to you.
Certainly, intelligent. Clean up your room.
All right, so we're going to move to the next question from Twitter. It's from Mary, and it's to both of you. Has being here now always been so difficult, or has it become increasingly so in modern, fast-paced times? And I love you.
Ram Das?
I find it's being here now is just so easy. It just means getting rid of the thoughts of past or future. And then being in my feelings in my body. And just essence. When you be here now, you just a little bit away from the one. It's you are burrowing into God. And here now is internal, and all that busyness is external. The busyness of today and moving fast and all that. You can watch that happen from the spiritual heart. Does that answer your question, Krishna?
It's beyond me.
Krishna Das, do you have anything to add to how it's been either always so difficult or getting more difficult in today's modern age, or?
Well, it's always been difficult to recognize that place of being here. Otherwise, all of us would be enlightened. And it's not always been that way. And certainly these days, with the amount of stress, anxiety, tension, and the speed of daily life, and everybody texting on their phones while they're walking down the street. In New York, you see people texting as they're crossing against the light with traffic coming in through their So, with the speed of daily life, I think it's become harder and harder for people to slow down and to recognize what's necessary to do in order to find some peace of mind. But definitely it's harder now.
I'm nature, so trees and
Don't talk about trees. I'm in nature too, and nature just fell on my house. And the wind was so beautiful that at 150 miles an hour, it ain't so much fun. Oh, yes. Actually, it was great. After it happened, I just sat in front of the fire for like 6 or 7 days in the fireplace. Couldn't do anything. And that was actually wonderful. We're talking about slowing down. And, I was forced to, there was no internet, nothing was working, no TV, nothing. It was great, just sitting in front of the fire. Now, life has started back up again, and we got nothing but anxiety.
All right, I've also been asked to whisper because apparently I'm extremely loud, so I'm going to practice lowering my volume right now. This next question is from Facebook, specifically for you, Ram Dass. It's from Loris Olups, and the question is, Why are you so insistent, or so it seems from your latest book, on negating any sense of individual self? To me, it is precisely what makes existence worth living, for it allows for a relationship between self and other, which, as far as I've experienced, is the most beautiful thing ever. And that's to you, Ramdas.
Well, that beautiful thing is there. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's inside the relationship between the mother and you. It's a relationship between Mel and the relationships out there dimmed by comparison. And in there, inside your heart, you have subjective knowledge, not objective knowledge. And things now and now, all the world is with you. And you are part of the world. You are the world, the universe. And nothing equals that. Now, individuality is the ego and the individual soul, and that goes into the Atman, which is everything. I think that the individuality is cutting you off from the universe. Now, when you are individual and meet another individual, it sparks something, but that something is not anywhere near the inner spark that you as an individual get when you merge with the beloved.
That makes sense to me. Thank you for that. All right, moving on. We have a question that's come in from live stream from Tanner Spendley. This is, for those of us on a path of cultivating loving awareness, how can we show the light, or at least hold up a light, to those still trapped in ego and mind, who believe we are spiraling downwards towards darkness? I'll leave you with my favorite chant so far. We are unstoppable, a better world is possible. Thank you, love, Tanner. So either of you are welcome to start out with that.
Well, I think that's you radiate love. You radiate starting from your spiritual heart, and you just radiate. And your light shows other people their own light. It's a mirroring effect. It comes out of radiating. And it's like out breath. And the in breath, taking in from the love of the universe. And then radiate.
Krishna Das, do you have anything else to add to that? That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. I don't think you don't want to be caught in trying to do good for others. You want to be goodness, and that influences others by that radiation. You don't want to get caught in being the doer. Because you want to be the love. You don't want to be somebody busy trying to get other people to change. If you know that love yourself, if you taste that, just to that degree, your presence will help people in the deepest way. That helps them from within. You don't want to be beating them over the head with what you think is love.
Yeah, that reminds me a lot of the Bhagavad Gita, where it says, don't be attached to the fruits of your labors. It sounds like it kind of goes hand in hand with that. It's very cool. Okay, the next question is via email for both of you. It's from Vincent. Oh, no, this is the same one I just read. Oh, no, this is different. Sorry. From Vincent, email. I'm having difficulty remembering the beautiful state of love and awareness I felt when I was with you during the private retreat in Maui last August. Out here in the marketplace, I seem to get caught up with stuff. Ego, fear, envy, self-judgment, judgment of others. How can I return to that place in the heart, the place of peace, of loving awareness, of knowingness? The balance seems always to tip to the side of negativity once I am out here.
Well, it's the process of going in and out. You find ways to enter into that sacred space. But it's only our own stuff that pulls us out. And it's cyclical. You keep going in and out, and you find your way back. A practice helps. Doing the practice every day, even if it's just a few minutes, but really dedicating yourself to doing a little bit every day, that builds the letting go muscle. And then it's easier for us to let go and come back to ourselves, come back to that place again and again. It's not that we're ever really out of it, but we forget where to look or how to look.
Those things that get you away from your inner voice are really your mind and your thoughts. And that's all there is out there. And when you watch those thoughts, watch them from your spiritual heart, you can get rid of them by loving them.
That's beautiful. All right, I have another question via email, and I'm told I'm still pretty loud, so I'm moving farther and farther back from the computer. My family's house is in Long Island, New York, where my 87-year-old mother with Alzheimer's, her nurse, and my older sister lived, was destroyed by Hurricane Sandy. They were safely evacuated to my other sister house further inland on Long Island. She also had electric outages and trouble getting gas, etc. Family dynamics has all been intensified and strained as time has gone on, and not all positive. How can I, who does not live where they all are, help? Sending positive, loving thoughts? Any suggestions for me to be of the most help I can?
Get on the LIRR, Long Island Railroad. Go visit and clean up.
It's not a bad point.
Do something.
We're also getting a request, Ramdas, if when you talk you can move forward as much as possible. They're saying the audio quality is better.
Okay? Besides visiting her, it's they are a soul, and you are the soul. And you don't have to live in the roles of child or grandmother or something like that. You can just, they are souls with some karma that they're experiencing. And you can pick up the phone, if there are phones, just talk to them soul to soul. And bring your heart to them. Bring your spiritual heart. And if you do that, maybe that will alleviate their fear or their their inconvenience in this form.
As well as your own feelings of guilt for not being able to get there.
A psychologist had spoken.
Yeah, and I didn't go to Harvard.
Touche.
Not necessary.
All right. The next question is from Ian Martin, and this is to both of you again. 2 years ago, yesterday, a friend of mine committed suicide. I'm still struggling with coping with such a huge loss, as well as dealing with learning how to have compassion for someone whose meaningless action hurt a lot of people. What ways can I cope with this situation so as to find the sense of compassion without also glorifying her actions?
I think she is now in Skull Land. And no matter how she left this plane, she's still a soul in Soul Land. I've spent a great deal of time with and about this business of suicide. There's a story of a Tibetan Lama writing with his friends on Thursday at 2 and have tea, and I will leave the planet. Now, that was suicide. But it didn't come that way. A lot of suicides are living an unpleasant life. And some suicides are going towards the life. You will have to determine what your friend did. If she's going towards life, you needn't worry. If she's getting out of an unpleasant situation, she is going to experience that unpleasant situation in the next life. That's about Yeah.
Thank you for that.
You have to love her, and she needs your love. Yeah.
Thanks for that. The next question is from Facebook and is from Amber Johnson. And she asks, what is the purpose of the ego? It must serve some purpose, or else we wouldn't have it. So that's directed to both of you. If you could both speak about that, that would be awesome. Oh, and Krishna Das, we're getting some comments that asking you if you could mute when Ram Das is talking, if you could mute your feed, which you should be able to see on the top right corner. It looks like a microphone, and if you hover over it, it'll say mute microphone.
Okay.
And
You do that?
I can't see the comments, so. So yeah, what is the purpose of the ego? It must serve some purpose, or else we wouldn't have it.
You know, the purpose of the ego is well, the Indian story that the coach is the body, the horses are the 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 motives, and the guy on top of the coach is the ego, and he drives the horses, and he sees where we're going. Now the guy that's or the gal, which is the passenger, owns the coach, and he sits quietly, and then now and then taps on the window with his cane or cane, and corrects the ego. The ego, in other words, is eyes and ears in this plane, in this physical plane. And the ego it keeps psychologists and psychiatrists happy because it keeps them busy. And the ego is who we think we are. Think who we think we are. And where Krishna Das and I hang out, the real I, which is in the heart. the ego and the body are all in time and space. You are. You are the spiritual being. And you are in you guide the ego. You guide the ego from inside, and the ego takes it all under account, all from our ears, our nose, all our senses. Feeds into the ego is our role. Our ego is part of this incarnation. Our soul isn't. Soul. That's why the ego has fear of death. And the soul doesn't have fear. Most everybody identifies with their ego. So it's hard to move that identification to the heart, the spiritual. Maharaji dealt with us as soul, although we, in our minds, the ego, the ego has fear in the soil out of which it grows. Soul grows out God and grows others. People say get rid of the ego. That's stupid, because how do you get rid of the guy up in the runs the horses? You just quiet it down. Quiet it down. And tell him, you know, you're a servant. You're a servant to the sun. I'm done. Maybe Krishna does. Yes.
I covered a lot, so. Okay, I think we have time for one more question, and then a lot of people are hoping, Ramdas, you can lead us in a meditation. So maybe after this question, right after that, we can do that. This question is from Livestream, and it's to both of you, and I think it's related a lot to what we've been talking about throughout, and it's from Monica K, and she asks, how can I begin to touch my soul when I find myself so tied to my story and traumas? So Krishna Das, maybe you could start, and then Ramdas, you could expound.
You can expound too.
Also valid. Whoever wants to start can start.
Soul is not a thing that you touch. It's our essence. It's who we really are. When you start to learn to let go of thoughts and emotions and not go with every thought and emotion that takes us, you begin to sink naturally into your own heart, where you begin to feel certain things. And what's there when you're not busy with your thinking and emotions and attachment to feeling in the body is the soul. It's not a thing you can grab. It's your own true nature. Well, for me, it's a good practice of chanting that allows me to go to experience the deepest connection to my inner being. It's a practice that was given to me by Maharaj, and it's the most nourishing practice I have. It allows me to drop everything and really enter into that sacred space in the heart, which is the soul.
The questioner is caught up in her melodrama. And that means she's caught up in her mind. And, for example, meditation is on your breath. Just breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Bring the attention to that one one set of facts. And then the world disappears. And since I've been asked to do the meditation, we will start with breathing. Either the tip of the nose, you can register the breath in or out, or the chest. In, 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 in. Make the breath deeper. Now it's down to your abdomen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now instead of the breath is the primary object, it's the spiritual heart. I am loving the living. Loving, loving. Now keep that loving awareness in the breath, both of them. The out breath, radiating love. In breath. Slowly the love that is deep. You are the light. That brightens you. We are all the light that brightens you. We are the stars in the heaven. We light the path for each other. Light comes from the universe. Feed that life. Feed that life. Feed that. Feed that life. Feed. Feed. Feed those things that are inside. With peace. With compassion. Love. Feed joy. Feed wisdom. Feed. Feed. Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste. And thank you for that, Ram Dass. That's very powerful. And I want to thank everyone, including Krishna Das and Ram Das, for participating in this, and for everyone watching on live stream, Google+. A reminder that the Cultivating Loving Awareness video, feature-length film, will be available streaming tonight on live stream up until midnight, and then it'll be available for download tomorrow. It's a really powerful movie. If you haven't seen it, it features Ram Dass, Krishna Das, Sharon Salzberg, and Mirabai Bush. I strongly recommend checking it out. And again, thank you for everyone who's participated, and namaste.